You take Groundhog Day, and then you take a romance and comedy genre, and then you get this movie. Hi guys, this is Joshua, aka Future Filmmaker, doing our first reviews where we talk movies, TV, and music, and I'm giving you guys my thoughts on the new Hulu movie, Palm Springs. Again, Palm Springs, this was released on Hulu on July the 10th, and this premiered back in January at the Sundance Film Festival before everything took a turn for the worse. But this stars the likes of Andy Samberg, Cristin Milioti, Camila Mendes, Peter Gallagher, and J.K. Simmons. This is the directorial debut at Max Barbakow. And in Palm Springs, two wedding guests, played by Andy Samberg and Cristin Milioti, they get stuck in a time loop, and the two wedding guests develop a budding romance while living the same day over and over again. Like I said in the intro, this is basically Groundhog Day with a mix of other time loop movies like Edge of Tomorrow and Happy Death Day 1 and 2. And then you take romance and comedy and you get an interesting concept like this. That was the reason why I was intrigued by it. And I remember seeing Zach Pope's review of the movie, and he really liked the movie. So big shout out to Zach Pope. I will link his review in the card at the top here. So before I get into my thoughts on Palm Springs, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell to get notified when new videos up or live streams or community posts on here. Otherwise, if you don't hit that button, that notification button, you're not going to get every single notification. And all my social media links are in the description box down below. Also, if you want to send money to my channel or send fan mail, you DM me or email me privately and I'll get back to you. And with that being said, let's talk about Palm Springs. Like I said, Palm Springs, the concept was interesting. I really like this concept here of Niles and his girlfriend Siara, and they basically have to get out this time loop that constantly keeps going and going and going and going. And so basically here, that's what sold me there. And I did see the trailer for this. Initially, this was going to be another release movie in theaters, but again, everything is going on. And shortly after, Hulu and Neon, they acquired the rights to release this movie. And so, all in all, I have to say that Palm Springs is not the most 100% original film, but it is a refreshing film. It is a refreshing original movie enough. And I do like this concept because we've seen the whole time loop thing done before in other movies, and eventually you have to try to bring some life into it. Otherwise, you're not really gonna get anything good out of it. So when it comes to Palm Springs, there's a lot of good in here. First off, the performances here are really nice here. I do like the acting here from Andy Samberg and Cristin Milioti. They are the two. They are the two guests who keep getting stuck in timeline over and over again. They have to build a romance behind it to get out of this time loop, and that's what I really like about it. I do like the two performances of these two. Andy Samberg, he also wrote the movie and produced it, so he knew what he was up to. So he and Cristin Milioti, they have great chemistry with each other. I really like a lot of their scenes together, and I felt their chemistry throughout the movie. For the entire runtime of the movie, and the movie wasn't too long too. It was a very fast-paced movie. It got you in and out. This was only an hour and 30 minutes, and it went by quick. It wasn't boring. It wasn't not interesting. I just sat there and I really enjoyed myself with these two actors. Also, the rest of the cast here, J.K. Simmons, who's always great in everything he's in. He does a great job as a character. You also have Tyler Hoechlin, aka Superman on the CW. Camila Mendes, aka Veronica Lodge from Riverdale in here. Meredith Hagner. All the cast in this movie does a really great job here, and that is the biggest positive that goes here with the movie is the cast. Also, I will say the direction and the writing for the most part here is great. I do like the writing and direction. This is the directorial debut of Max Barbakow, and this year has been seeing some pretty good directorial debuts for the most part, except for Bloodshot, which I didn't hate, but Max Barbakow, he does a really great job in the direction department, and Andy Siara does a really great job in the writing department. The writing in this movie is smart, it is great, it is well written, it's a well written and a well executed script. It doesn't feel like it's being nothing it is not supposed to be. It feels very 100% the movie you want to see. And the characterization, even the comedy in a lot of aspects, and the romance, I cared about the romance. I cared about the comedy as I was watching it. And I felt every inch of the comedy and the romance because I was rooting for these two to fall in love with each other. It's not like with some romance movies I'm sitting there and I'm just disinterested with the two characters to the point where I just want to punch them. It's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. It's like I'm sitting there watching the movie and yeah, I'm into these characters. I'm into the story. It's the performances and the use of the concept. It uses this concept very well in a lot of areas. And it does so with the time loops that are being shown, and you do have some very emotional moments, some regrets, some remorse, spending days in it. And it's a lot there because they're trying to get together and find love at this wedding. So that's what I really do have to praise the movie for, doing that, and you did that very well. And like I said, I do like the cinematography aspect of it. This is a well shot movie. There's a lot of bright colors, a lot of vibrancy in it. I do like the editing and the music, of course, and it's a nice musical score and a nice editing that's going on here. And I do like what the movie brings to the table. And the movie brings a lot to the table as you watch it. So on that credit, I just have to give credit to Max Barbakow, Andy Samberg, who produced the movie, the scriptwriter, and to the whole creative team for pulling this off, because this easily could have been a just disposable romance comedy with a time loop idea that didn't fully use this story pretty well, but it did, and that is why I really do like this movie. As far as my issues with this movie, I don't really have that many issues, except that I did feel like it got a little repetitive at two parts of the movie. But other than that, I still very much liked Palm Springs a lot. I was just having a blast with it. So before I get into my final thoughts on Palm Springs, be sure in the comment section down below, tell me what you guys think of it. All my social media links in the description box down below. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell to get notified when new videos are up every single week, every single day. Live commentaries, reactions, all of that. All of my social media links are in the description box down below. Comment down below what you think of the movie, and with that being said, let's get into my final thoughts on Palm Springs. I think Palm Springs, this was a very nice romantic comedy drama that had a great use of his concepts. It has great performances from the two main leads. The direction is very smart. The writing is very smart. The romance and comedy aspects are well done. Everyone brings their A game, and honestly, I like this more than Love, Wedding, Repeat, which was another time loop movie dealing with a wedding. I'll get to that in the 2020 roundup. But other than that, I don't really have too much more to say about it, except it's on Hulu. Go watch it. It's free. And with that being said, I'm gonna give Palm Springs a bit of the Vampire Academy. Thank you guys for watching. Look forward to more reviews on my channel coming very soon. More videos coming on my channel, reactions, etc. And if you guys like this, you guys keep it cool and join the Epictasticness.